Now let's take a look at how these haunts scare you. One thing that they're going to use is the 5 Laws of Fear. What this is a book and presentation by the Halloween Theater. Altogether, they have over 40 years of experience and have taken their learnings to the public. Mostly people who want to learn about haunts and scaring people read it for sure, though. The 5 laws include removing the comfort zone, which, for those of us who have been in a haunt and braved it, we know that people like to get in our faces and in our personal space. This is all a way to get our senses going and help scare you later. The next law is preying upon multiple senses. By clogging our flight or fight response, we have no time to think about what we should do and we simply respond. Usually by a quick scream, by ducking out of the way, and there's been even cases of throwing a punch or two. The flight or fight response is something we learn in psychology where people take a situation and they assess it, whether should they run or should they stay and fight what's going on. The next law is escalating the tension. Imagine a Jack-in-the-Box. We all know the music and what comes at the end of it, the dun 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 dun, and then the pop goes the weasel at the end. It is used by the haunt itself, and as in the design. What it does is it takes that design and it uses the foreshadowing of the music to build up the suspense and then scare, and that would be when the pop that goes the weasel or the clown comes out of the box. Several tactics can be used, but this one is popular. The foreshadowing, using that music, the misdirection, and deception. And then finally the resolution as well. They use these things and they get into your head and they say, hey, I've heard this music before and I got scared last time. Is it going to happen again? The last laws include distinguishing between gory and scary because blood and guts are only going to get so far and only scare a select few people. And lastly, you use synergy, the principle of combining actors and effects towards each scare. The mind can process a single threat quickly, but struggles when multiple threats are presented at once. And this is a quote from the Halloween Theater. What they're saying is it's important to use all of these things to have the flight or fight response be clogged up in order to get that scare each and every time. And that's your goal because you want those people to be entertained and you want them to come back again if they, so choose. The next thing they learn are methods, the sneaky approach and abrupt announcement of presence, deception, and illusions of doom. As if using the 5 laws of fear weren't enough to help add to the scare, they place these different methods throughout the haunt and scaring people in this mixture as well. The sneaky approach, which I love using this technique, everyone pretty much uses this technique. It's as simple as someone walking down a dark hallway, not knowing if anyone's around, and then a friend jumping out and getting on the screen. The reaction is priceless and everyone loves it. Deception is another possibility. For those of us who have been in a haunt, we know that we only see what's in front of us, even if that, because when we're looking, we're only seeing about 30 to 45% of what's in front of us. The peripheral vision, anything can come out at us. So that's where haunts will use this, and they'll pop someone out there, or they'll have an attraction come out at you from those sides, and even from behind you as well. Some of them have even started using above and below. Another form of scaring is the illusions of doom. If they can, they will use anything and everything that will bring us into the state of mind. They will use death, fear of heights. Is there a huge man running behind me with a chainsaw in his hand? It is all used to bring your guard down and their scare up. All haunted attractions, whether they charge admission or not, have similar tactics to scare, even if they don't know it yet. Haunted attractions have to be successful in order to have continual business. And the thing that most people look for when attending is how scary it is. Is it going to scare me? Is it going to bring more customers back? Sneaky approach, an abrupt announcement of presence, illusions of dooms, and deceptions are very common even when you're just scaring your friends, but place this in a haunt and it triggers something more. And then something as simple as a stranger in your personal zone is enough to make you uneasy and want to step away. Now imagine someone with half their face ripped off in that personal space of yours. You're going to want to get away as fast as possible. Now going back to that original question, what makes haunted attractions so appealing? Simply put, it is your want to be entertained, and how you know things will affect you. Despite when you're at the haunt and you're scared in the moment and you're terrified, you know that you're safe. It's called entertainment, and you love to do these things. You love to go see movies. Men get the opportunity to be the protectors, and ladies get the chance to be the protected. So it's just in our natural instincts to want to go to these types of things. So next time you find yourself in a haunt or a scary movie, remember their tactics and they might not get the best of you. Or will they?